I am so sorry that this is so late. I am so sorry. Red vs. Blue Theology. The season finale. Let's get into this. Firstly, I'm going to talk about Doc and OMalley. It seems as if their two personalities have combined, sort of. Which I like, which means we can get both OMalley and Doc. Sort of like a Jekyll and Hyde situation, but like if Jekyll and Hyde were friends. But I think this is a good idea for the season because that means in future seasons, like say season 20 or something, we could possibly have OMalley giving input in situations like say if the Reds and Blues have to infiltrate a base, Doc could give ideas and OMalley can give ideas and they could sort of go in between those ideas. Like if they had to infiltrate a base, I would say that Doc would say, let's hack the panels and the controls to the door. OMalley would say, let's just blow it up. And so the Reds and Blues would probably storm in because, well, they're the Reds and Blues and they're idiots. But yeah, having OMalley be back, in a way, I like, because he's one of my favourite characters, like back in Blood Gulch and during Chorus. I love OMalley, he's my favourite character. Not my favourite character, but I like him, he's just a fun character. The next thing I want to talk about is Sister and Griff. I was waiting since season 15's ending for this. I feel like these two should have had more interaction last season, but I'm glad we got this season. Having their past be sort of shown. How Sister sort of burned down their family home and how their mother's not living in a trailer park. I feel like if they did say that their mother was dead, that would be a little too dark. But saying that she's in a trailer park, I think that was a good sort of comedic moment that sort of fits Red vs. Blue. And I like the fake Griff, because it actually did. I actually thought that was the real Griff for a moment. But then when the real Griff comes in, I'm like, it makes sense now. So overall, I like this scene. Maybe we should have gone it a bit earlier, but I liked it. The next thing I want to talk about is the fight with Carolina and the Labyrinth Avatar. I said last episode that I thought this was going to happen. And I was right, but god damn was this fight good. I mean, having the past version of Carolina use the speed unit, oh my god, it was just so good. And I think having Carolina lose the fight was actually a good idea. Because hear me out on this. It's been quite a while since Project Freelancer. And Carolina's gotten a bit older. She's obviously more in her prime back in Freelancer. So I think it would make sense for the past version of her to win. Considering I had the use of armor abilities, which I'm pretty sure the present version of Carolina doesn't have. We haven't seen her use a bubble shield, speed boost, or camouflage since, well, Church died. So I think that the message that she said to the past version about how she has people now, she's just as strong as ever. And now I want to talk about Jenkins going back in time and becoming Krovos. Some people seem to think this is a bit odd, considering why would Krovos help Donut and the Reds and Blues if Krovos was Jenkins? But, if you remember earlier in the season, Krovos said, and I quote, "It's a wonder I remember my own name." The fact is, he doesn't. He's been alive for technically eons, longer than existence. He would have gone mad time and time over. So I say it makes sense. It's sort of a big loop. Like almost as if Krovos' timeline is a big circle. Krovos creates Jenkins, Jenkins goes back in time and becomes Krovos, and then creates himself. Then the loop just keeps going on and on and on, and never breaks. Also, Trocadero's music at the end. Trocadero's music is just perfect for Red vs. Blue. I mean, if that was the only music that was in this show, I would be fine with that. So yeah. Good episode overall, and a good season overall. Can't wait for the next one. Peace out.